Hi, history hikers here. We are in Mazamet, the medieval town of Hautpoul. Behind us is the castle of Hautpoul. We just went on the craziest of hikes. Crazy. We went across this. Which was like walking on a ship, on a boat.
He is vastly exaggerating. It was not so bad if you walk in the middle, which I did and he did not.
It's the Passerelle de Mazamet, which is also very cool to see, to walk on.
It's 50 meters high, 140 meters long, between two mountains, and you can see a lovely valley underneath you.
Above the river Larnet. Let's check out the castle, or what's left of it.
The castle of Hautpoul is located on top of a hill next to the gorge of the river Larnet. It's close to the city of Mazamet in the Tarn department of France. The most spectacular way to reach the castle is by walking over the Passerelle de Mazamet, a hanging pedestrian bridge over the gorge of the river. The views from on top of the bridge are stunning. The castle is surrounded by the village of Hautpoul, which has retained much of its medieval charm.
Legend has it, Hautpoul was founded by the Visigoth king Ataulf in 413. A part of the treasure plundered from Rome in 410 would have been buried underneath the castle. There may or may not be riches buried in the ground, we don't know. What we do know is that the castle itself was rich in history. The first real known event, though, dates from the Albigensian Crusade. The lords of Hautpoul were vassals of the Viscount of Carcassonne. In 1212, the castle was besieged by Simon de Montfort. The castle seemed impregnable, but after 4 days of non-stop bombardment, they had to surrender anyway. Most of the survivors fled during the night. The Crusaders killed the stragglers and torched the castle. The villagers left Hautpoul and went on to found the city of Mazamet in the valley. Despite it falling to the Crusaders, it was later again used as refuge by Cathars, even becoming the seat of a Cathar bishop of Albi in 1240. The castle had to withstand some more violence during the wars of religion, after which it became the ruin we have today.
There's not much to say about the castle itself. It's a small ruin with just a couple of walls still standing. The views from the top are breathtaking. I also noticed the opus spicatum stonework, which is the herringbone motif we also saw in the castle of Saint-Pierre-les-Clairs. A link to that video can be found in the card at the top right or in the description.
It's time for the arbitrary subjective castle score. I'm gonna go for 5.5.
I think I'll go for a 6. Would you like to explain why you go so low on this one?
Not enough information.
Well, you haven't even read all the signs.
Oh,
Yeah, there was a second sign on the outside.
6. Yeah, the views are amazing. The castle is pretty cool. You can't walk on any walls, but there are no walls to walk on, so yeah. Why did you go for 6?
Because I quite like some decoration that are still visible, like the fishtail motif on the walls. It's like this little bit extra to a castle, just more than a pile of rocks.
Alright. These are the history hikers signing up. Right now we're walking back to the car across the bridge, which I do still remember as being very wobbly, though it was also a very cool experience with stunning views. So apparently there's also this ruined church of Saint-Sauveur on one of these cliffs, the side of Mazamet, which we can also check out. You know, me and Jente, we won't pass up a ruin if we can't. Look at this. Bonjour. Seems to be what's left of a staircase. It's cool to see the last 2 steps. All right. We couldn't find much information about the Saint-Sauveur church here, only that it was destroyed during the Wars of Religion. Since the castle of Hautpoul was sieged during that time as well, it's quite likely that they also destroyed the church in the process. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more of this type of content, check out the playlists on our channel. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed and leave a comment if you have any feedback. Consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon to receive a notification when we upload new videos. We are the History Hikers, we share the castle love, and until next time. Bye!